Skiddly diddly do. Hey everyone, how's it going? It is I, the real Randy Chavez, coming at you. My good friend Turtle, aka Turtle Golf, over on the Twitter. One of the ones that we are announcing the giveaway here today. Everyone say hello to Dashi. Hello, Dashi. Commenting, liking, and subscribing is a free way to help support the channel. Non-free ways, Patreon, special super thanks down below. Blah 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 blah. Okay. Turtle, this is was originally going to be the second whale week that we were doing with this, but because I have that acting career is finally taken off, I unfortunately cannot go to this. You have you could do this like what, twice a year that you'd be able to do this type of thing. Oh well, not this, but like whale week and stuff like this.
Yeah, I think so Mike, at Squid Cat on Twitter, started Gold Dragon Collecting Club, back in 2022, and so Randy, I was listening to your show and I heard about the Gold Dragon Collectors Club. If you buy the Gold Dragon, you get to stake it and you get free Omi. So seems like one of these deals is too good to be true, but what would be the harm in reaching out and staking, putting buying a Gold Dragon, putting it up, and started getting the Omi. I think it's on a monthly basis that that it's given out, and decided to kind of like reach back out to Mike and say, hey, how can I help out? So sponsoring, we came up with one of the things would be to sponsor a whale week. We did it at we were able to do that together at a New England ski resort, which I thought was pretty cool this summer. And I think we'll be able to get it going throughout the year. I think what we're really hoping to do is spur on more community utility giveaways, kind of like spread the when I got involved with Veve and started to I haven't collected anything since baseball cards with my brother, and being able to start collecting and being part of a community at a older age has been awesome, and it's been really inviting.
Yeah, it's been a lot more fun because now we're older and we have a little bit of that big boy money, so we don't have to save for 11 weeks for this Pokemon card that we want. We can kind of just do it whenever. So you have we both have gold logos. The whales that I have gold logos. Actually, did you get your card for the gold logo yet?
Yeah, not yet. It's in the mail.
Okay, all right. Laura was just asking that. So we have gold dragons. The whales we have gold dragons. Have you gone on Stacker yet and taken a look at some of those?
I have gone on Stacker. I think it's one of those things where I could get pretty deep in the weeds and try to analyze those things. And I try to just chunk off, a bit of my day for Twitter, for Telegram, and then try to, put my head down and, do other creative things, or, spend, quality time with the family. So I think Stacker is a great app. It seems like there's some really good opportunity for integration into Veve itself with that. Yeah. And it's really cool to see the leaderboard. Although I always I'm very competitive with things like that, so I also worry that I'll just end up trying to chase bigger fish in the ocean.
Yes, there is a if you take a look at the top holders for the Gold Dragon, the top holder has 26 golden dragons. Is that Mike? Let's go get.
I don't think so. I would think the top holder is probably VV and then Scott Tolson.
So the top holder does not include VV.
Okay.
So
what about
I guess,
the licenser?
Well, I guess that would be Scott, right?
Yes.
I don't think it includes them either, or else you would see. If it did, you would see like. I would see it on other ones for like Marvel, Disney, like, oh, the top holder is this address and this what, so it's not. So it's someone has 26, then somebody has 10, and then Mr. Rolex has 7. So there's a lot of these, and there's only 888, which actually means 798 because Veve keeps that 90.
I think I'm gonna draw a blank. Is it Omi the Clown? I think he did an analysis of of the wallets, and I think it might be one where there's a potential that some of those are locked up as well. So
the botted ones, yeah.
The botted ones. So there could be less than 888.
Yeah, that's very true. I keep forgetting about that. There's a lot of those. The Unreal Candy Route. There's so many of these like candy, the maybe real candy gathers. They're really fun. All right, so for this giveaway, I don't know how you did it on the Superstar Money channel, but this one we are doing a wheel.
Yeah.
And the wheel is. I was just going to show people. Oh, you already have them loaded in, right? The numbers.
Yes, we loaded everyone who opted in, either Gold Dragon or Gold Logo, and it was 1 for 1 if you opted in. What however many you had, you got entries into it. But a huge shout out to Joe and Rob. They were really awesome. I'm not even going to try to pronounce the name of the resort in France, even though I have a French Canadian background, and I probably took more years of French than I should. But I think they did a really good job of announcing it every day. It was fun to kind of listen to Rob try to get better and better at saying the name of the resort. And what we're really excited about is that we're also, I'm hoping that whoever goes will then go. It's about a 2-hour drive to the Auxerre event, the Crypto XR, and it would be nice to get kind of like more people from the VV community to also bridge over to the Omi community. And it seems like there's going to be a lot. 2024, I think, is going to be a big year for.
Oh, I can't wait. It starts off with a bang. You have Omi Utility on January 1st. I mean, we kind of already have it already for MCP, but getting these bronze tickets are going to be legit. Do you have Omi on the app?
I do. Good. So you met my son. So another great thing is for me, one of my I've got 4 young boys, and one of them is he's a very entrepreneurial in spirit, and he's always kind of like game for learning new things, trying side hustles. And when we got involved, when I started talking about like getting involved with NFTs, he was very excited about it. So we had 3 accounts. It was me, my wife, and my son. And then when we had to merge accounts, he kind of took over. So
yeah, he's in very good shape. I tell the story every now and then how you took me on like a 4-hour hike, and I was like dying.
Well, you asked me how long the hike to the top would be. You never asked me how long the full hike would be.
Going down.
It was about an hour, 45 minutes to an hour to the top. And for those in the audience that know, if anyone knows of a trail called White Heat, Randy hiked to the top by going the backside of White Heat. So who's ever skied that trail will know like the steepness and the elevation that you climbed. And then probably a 7-mile loop that we completed.
Yeah, and it's not 7 miles as the crow flies. It's 7 like very windy, wibbly wobbly roads. So yeah. All right, we are ready to get this bread. There's a couple people here now. We'll bring it up. And then once I do, I'll share the screen. We'll become small, and then we'll get all right, I have it here, the final list. And you have the 32 numbers loaded up, right?
Yes, with names.
Okay, so when you go to share that, I'll put it big, and then all right. And so all right. I see where we got. I see what we got here. All right. What if it lands on a thing that
is blank? I think it just skipped.
Okay. All right. Let's go then. Let's get this through.
Well, I guess let me clean it up a little bit, make sure. Bear with me.
Yeah. Alan, if you're asking how to connect a VV account in Stacker, just go to like sign up, and then it'll give you like a link. You just connect your Twitter, and you have to, I think, post something on VV for X amount of gems, and then it does it for you that way. We can do it. We're gonna do it. And then after this, I'll be going over the news of the day and speculation and all that. What's up, Harris? Anyway, man.
I think that's it. It was 32 entries. Yeah. Okay.
Yeah. All right. Let's go.
All right. Here we go.
All right. I can't wait. I know it's Jeopardy and this is Wheel of Fortune, but we are landing on Oh, JG Green is just in between the Mike Crawfords. JG Green. Okay, so JG Green, that's a gold dragon holder, right?
I think that might be a gold logo holder.
The gold logo holder? All right, let's go to the logo group and see. JG Green, where's he? All right, hold on. If I go, wow, we have 194 members on here. All right, I am looking, and I am not seeing AJ. I see a Rob G. I see
Yeah, Jay Green is a gold and silver logo holder.
Okay. Is he just Jay Green on the silver logo?
That's just Jay Green on the silver logo.
Did I pass him? I'm not seeing him.
That's what he looks. That's his.
Oh, I guess I could just at him, right?
On Telegram, yes.
Hey, at Jay Green. Oh yeah, all right. You won. Congrats, dude.
So Jay Green, if you reach out to me on Telegram, yeah, DM me. I'll get you. We'll connect. And I'll get you the information that I need to get you all signed up.
Wow. So a week in France. He got that bread. He's got the good stuff. Now he could double it and give it to the next person to really get. I love those videos. Those are great.
And I hope he's able to go.
Yes, if he is not able to go, then we will be back here soon, and then we'll keep everyone posted. But this was good. Thank you so much for doing these. These are incredible. Like this, I think we obviously included the VV logo fam in here as well, but I think the Gold Dragon has some of the best. I think outside of maybe the gold logo, it has more utility on the app than any other collectible. So
thanks, Randy. Yeah, again, we're trying to get it so that it's more sustainable too. So yeah, another one that came from your show that we're fingers crossed rolling out soon is we bought one of the Brew Society NFTs.
Oh, yeah, I love those.
Yeah, Chantel came on. That has been as an aspiring entrepreneur, the story that Brew Society is. Is that 98.5 million?
Yeah, he's nice. I've known him since he had like 5 million. Like he's been going hard this last 2 years.
It seems like a good time to be averaging down. But so back to the Brew Society, where Chantale was on your Chantale, and as a alternate way of raising funds for an in real life business, they raised $2 million by selling their NFTs. And the utility there is they give out 60 cans of beer a quarter. So 240 cans of beer, which for them is very low cost to do and give out to to their members. And then it combines all of the cool things of Web3, where you get to vote on the different beers, the different beverages you want to see in brewing, and different things that you get with the direction that the company goes in. So and it all unravels on Discord, which has been like a really fun journey to be part of and watch. So we're going to be giving away those 60 cans of beer a quarter to Gold Dragon logo holders. Gold Dragon Club members. Sorry, so tongue twisted.
That's so cool. Yeah, I think you did that once last year or this year. Once.
So while we were waiting, there's a brewery that's fairly local to me that has pretty highly reviewed IPA beer. And so when Mike and I were trying to get this going, it was something that I could do to help add utility to the Gold Dragon Collectors Club. And then it is so I could go and get this beer and then ship it out to those members that are over 21.
Yeah. Very nice. Yeah, I guess you can't do it if they're 18. Oh, that sucks. Be 20 years old. Sorry, I can't do this.
So shout out to another community member and some putting out content. Patient Hodler will be. They have had to do like logistics issues in order to import the beer to the U.S. So the first round, we had the beer shipped to Patient Hodler, and it's going to be the first round will be available to those outside of the U.S., not those inside the U.S. So a little bit
cool.
of a flip flop.
He's cool too. He's a cool dude.
Yeah, he's a really good guy.
Yeah, that is awesome. What else you got planned tonight?
Tonight, I have 4 boys, 15, 13, 11, and an 8-year-old. And this week it's a vacation week, and it's pretty jam-packed with hockey games and hockey practices. So all 4 are doing travel hockey, and the 3 older ones are doing club baseball. So the club baseball is still goes through year round, and they just shift to indoors.
Yeah. Oh wow, that's incredible. Go and get that bread. Very active family. Very good. Get them scholarships for when they go to college. If they choose not to be an entrepreneur and go to college, they go that route.
Yeah, when you start weighing the cost of of a 4-year high level college, the ROI I'm not sure is there anymore. So,
yeah, that's. I mean, if you go for something like, well, I know I'm very biased towards finance, but obviously you go there, you'll make money. I have friends that are teachers, and they're very intelligent, they're very, very well educated, but just teaching, like, unless you really get into a good district, it's just like, oh, it's not a lot of money, a lot of aggravation. But you get 180 days off a year, so you're literally working.
Yeah, my wife is actually a Boston public school teacher, so we know that I think she is they're in a city like Boston, they're well compensated, but it's very demanding. I've been to her classroom, her class a few times, and it is what they're tasked with, and the environment that they're trying to teach in is it's very demanding, and I'm awe-inspired by what they're able to be on their toes the entire day. There's no
especially when, like, I feel like a lot of the kids are mostly cool. It's just like some of the parents are just like, I don't know, almost like asking you to like change the grade, even if the kids don't deserve the grade, because it's not going to look good on transcripts. How's it going to get to college? Like, trying to get your kid to study, and like there's known about this project and he's just not doing it. Send letters home. But yeah, that's hard. But if you get in that good district, like I have a buddy of mine that has I think it's every 3 credits above your master's, you get like another $1,000. So all these people are doing is just going to school, taking clips, and they're banking like 6 figures a year. It's like, that's amazing.
Yeah. So it's every 3 credits, and then if you get your master's plus 60 credits, that's another kick up, and then if you go on and get your PhD, that's another level. But that's really the people that do that. It's really like they're doing like 2+ jobs.
Yeah.
Going to school nights and teaching during the day, and then grading. And
I could not do that. I tried one semester of college, and it wasn't like it was a community college, so the level was very low, and I did it, but I was like, I'm never doing this again. I could not do that. But.
So, and it's and again, with so much, if you want to learn something, Khan Academy, YouTube, now, now all the AI prompts that they're building in, like, it's sort of like that, the Socratic teacher that Socrates talked about, where it just, you could just keep asking it questions, or you can, and it's the personalized tutor that AI is going to be provide for us is going to be pretty.
It's pretty super helpful so far. So you've worked with, or you've used ChatGPT, right?
It's so once I started messing around with ChatGPT 3, it was the first time I really wanted to expand and have 3 monitors, where I wanted to have one monitor just running, where I could just have all my chat, GPT, my email open, and then another one with other projects that I'm working on.
The Google just launched Gemini as kind of like the answer to Microsoft's ChatGPT, and it's really cool. I don't know which one's better. If you have people like super technical people, they'll probably lean towards Gemini, but the race is on, and it's I'm very excited to see where this goes. Especially the fact that VV is going to implement that in the VVverse. That's going to be super exciting.
I think I'm also hopeful that that AI helps VV with the development of the VVverse. So where they've already, I think that the more difficult thing is going to be the IP, and I think VV has like really become the forefront leader in securing IP that everyone wants. I think eventually where AI is going to become like Jarvis, and if you want to go to a into a metaverse, you're just going to tell the metaverse what you want it to be like. But having that licensed IP in there is going to be key.
Yeah, that's I'll say that gets hard. I mean, it's good to combat loneliness. Like, oh hey, now I could basically build these friends, and they'll know what you like, and they'll know what you dislike, but then also that kind of can exacerbate the loneliness because then you're choosing to spend time with just AI as opposed to other humans. So that gets tricky. But
I just see that there's this opportunity for everything to meld together, where like the in real life event like we had at New York City Comic-Con, where it's a club, it's a party, but not everyone can fit in the same room. And if you were to try to like zoom into something like that, it's an awful experience. Like there's a massive disconnect. But in a totally like immersive world where you could tell where AI could just you could tell AI just, hey, put me in this environment with these people and make it as if I'm in that room with them, and load in all my digital collectibles. Like I think there's just being able to voice prompt and use AI to create that to take the community that we have and just make it where the virtual meets the physical.
I will be very excited to go. I can't wait. So MetaQuest 3, Apple Vision Pro, like all of these things coming out like this year and having a really fun impact for 2024 will be very exciting. I can't wait.
So if the Apple Vision Pro is at $3,500, where does Omi need to get before you just be like, I'm buying it?
It depends, because there's how I can go and tell what things are happening like in the markets. Like obviously you could tell by the prices. Stuff is, a lot has been increasing the last couple months, but the amount of offers I get to go and like pump products has increased as well. So if I haven't done one yet because they're not, most products are for trash, and I don't want to go and pump trash, but last bull run I was making like, I don't know, a couple, I between YouTube and my fridge, like 4 or 5 grand a month, just from people's names on the fridge and just from YouTube and Patreon. So it might not necessarily be what Omi does. It might be like, this bull run's going to go harder than the last one. Things are going to pump harder. It might be like, hey, I'll give you, 10 grand to do this. And it's like, oh, okay. Well, if I get like this deal for, do you smell bad? Use Old Spice. Like if I get 10 grand to do that, I'll go and buy, MetaQuest, Apple Vision Pro, whatever, like that day, and just have fun with it. And hopefully I don't need to spend the Omi. But if I don't really accept any of that, and I think around maybe half a penny is a pretty, I bought enough down here where I don't mind selling at half a penny. And it wouldn't be a ton. It would just be like, sell 1 million Omi, and then I have more than enough for that, and then a new mattress, so stuff like that would be cool.
Maybe you could combine the two. Like you could become the person that reps Nectar or Honey or one of those other mattresses, and then you get the mattress for free and sponsor their product.
I would love that. Yeah. Oh, I will. Yeah, I'll make a crazy video. Oh God, you get really creative with that, like a mattress, like just, hey, Foster, can you come over for a minute? I don't think he could do that type of stuff anymore now that he's a Comey community manager. He would, yeah. He probably has to like automatically stay by himself if he goes to an event. Can't room with anyone.
So I got a question for you on the Omi front, Randy. So for a while back, when I don't know if it was when Ascendex first listed Omi, there was staking Omi on their platform for a pretty high APY.
Yeah.
Do you see any of that? I know it wouldn't be like VV Akomi specific, but do you think exchanges will allow staking? Will there be an incentive for exchanges to allow people to stake their Omi outside the exchange? And then will that compete for locking up things with MCP?
It's gonna be hard because they can, like Ascendex, whatever it was, 20%, however, and then suddenly the liquidity on Ascendex and just how small of an exchange it is, you didn't know if that was going to go down. So yes, even if it was like 40% that you could get per year or whatever, that's just a very big risk for not a crazy gain. So if there was a bigger exchange that's, let's say like KuCoin, Kraken, whatever, they do that. Okay, I have a little bit more, safe feelings in my heart. Like I'd be more comfortable going with them as opposed to the smaller exchange. But you have to know that, hey, they'll start it. I think like Ascendex did, starts at 20%, whatever. Then it went to 10, then 5. Then it's like, okay, now you're getting 3%. So as long as it's written clearly, hey, it's going to be this and it's not going to change, I think that could maybe take away from people staking on VV. Because if you go and right now you have to stake from January 1st to March 31st. And if you could take away at any time, and there's no penalty currently, just you're not going to get those full bronze ticket benefits. So up until VV goes and shows you in April that, hey, you're going to use these bronze tickets and you're going to be able to craft something really cool, you're probably, other exchanges right now could probably go and say, hey, we're going to stake it on here, we'll give you 5%, whatever, and then people would likely take some of the Omi off of VV or off of wherever, and then put it on that exchange. Once VV goes and says, hey, these are exclusive products that you could only exchange from the bronze tickets from us, then I would say it'd be very hard for other exchanges to kind of copy that and incentivize people to do that. Because, on VV, you have that closed ecosystem. Yeah, a lot of these other places that just get hacked, or, people just get wrecked because they mess up their password, they mess up whatever. On VV, that doesn't really happen. So it's going to be very hard for exchanges to do that in the future.
Excellent.
I saw you smiling a couple times.
Yeah, well, my little guy, I saw my little guy kind of peeked his head in here. But I'm also kind of curious too, like Randy. So, do you think we'll be able to do like right now? We could send Omi peer to peer on app.omi.me, right?
Yeah, I tried to do it yesterday because a buddy of mine had 8 million Omi, and I was like, oh, like, I have more than enough Omi on the app. So like, oh, let me just. But when I tried to do it, it kept like glitching, and I tried to do it twice, where it gave me the confirmation code to send it, and then it wouldn't let me put in any numbers. So I don't know if that was a bug that needs to be fixed. I should just report that as a bug. But most times, yes, it does let you do that.
Do you think we'll be able to do the same thing with MCP points?
Ooh, I don't know. I mean, why we don't really do that with collectibles is because someone, oh, you don't send that because then, Disney doesn't get their cut, VV doesn't get their cut, whoever. But for MCP points, if they have no numerical value, at least right now, I don't see a reason why you wouldn't be able to do that. The only thing I could see is if it becomes super convenient or super give people a lot of reasons why. Oh, hey, MCP points. Hey, go and I'm not saying that they would go and say, hey, sell me this for, instead of 50 gems, sell me for 20, then I'll transfer you MCP points. That's like on the lower end of concerns that I have. And it wouldn't be concerns. It's just like people getting drunk one night and playing CeeLo or playing whatever. I'm like, I'll bet you 8,000 MCP points that I could do, and then someone gets hurt, or God forbid, you get like the Only Girls fans coming in and be like, give me 10,000 MCP points and you get 1 month free. You know, like like that's. I'm curious to see what would develop with that. Or could you do it like, hey, just send me a pizza to my house and I'll give you, 5,000 MCP points. So
Yeah,
I hope it
I'm
does.
curious if it opens up another sort of like opportunity for arbitrage. If it opens up another opportunity, for for doing something with the MCP points that you get by staking your Omi. I don't know. Just kind of curious about it.
I would love something. I want them to do that just so I see like how crazy people get with it, like for developing and for I mean you could have, I mean, I guess in the VVverse anything's possible. You just make a game and you could have rewards, be like whether it's Omi, MCP points, or even bronze tickets. I think that would be really fun. Or choose your reward, gambling. I mean, they have gambling in the Feeshes. Like, do you have a Feesh?
I do.
Oh, good. Have you
Yeah.
done the gambling with the armor wars?
I think it's another one of those ones where like I only have so much time that I allocate per day. I just kind of keep up with like the Twitter, the Discord, and the other projects that I'm involved with. If I got involved with one more, I think it could be. I think it seems like there's going to be a future where that time that I spend on all of those projects and platforms, like even Twitter, is just going to be in the VVverse. Even like I think when I instead of listening to all the content creators, I just see like in the near term where it seems like that's going to be much more a much better experience in the VVverse.
Yeah. Have you ever watched YouTube on VV or on the app?
No.
So they have like on certain drops. They don't do it for each one. They really should, but they'll have that video about the drop, and you don't go to YouTube. You stay on the app, so it's really cool.
Yeah. I don't know. I do have to run here, Randy. But I don't know if you wanted to do one more giveaway while we're on stream for anyone who's live.
Sure.
I'll let you figure out how to do it, but I have the bear with me 1 second.
Surely. I'll explain the rules. All right, guys. What I'm going to do is I'm going to ask a question, and let's say if Dino Dragon and Doge Nation, let's say the answer to the question is 7, and you both type in 7 at the same time. Doge Nation will see that he posted it first on his computer, and Dino Dragon will see that he posted it first on his computer. So I'm going to go and see what it posts on my computer. I'll take a picture. I'll show you it. So that's really what it's gonna be like. I'll ask the question. You can go and answer that question, and whoever I see it appears first, even if it doesn't show on your computer, it'll show on mine. That's who's gonna win, and that's who the giveaway will be. All right, what do you got for us? Oh, epic! That's the one from New York Comic Con. Is that the VV one? The one that happened?
I can't find the VV one, but I'll include. It'll be both. It'll be this one, which is the Virgin variant.
Okay.
And the VV one.
Okay. Sweet. All right. Let's. All right. There's this 69. You don't even know the question that I'm gonna ask. Okay. In what series? Oh God, do I say series? Yeah. In what story arc did Spider-Man go and willingly reveal himself to the world? In the comic books, in Marvel Comics, what story arc was it that Spider-Man had gone on and revealed himself to the public willingly? Like he did it himself willingly. These are not numbers, guys. These are not it's just what story arc is it? So it's got to be. So it is going to be. It is so close, Omar. You're so close. It was not Secret War, but although he might have done it in Secret War, but it's maybe I could do. Maybe I'll do a different one. All right, I guess I'll do a different question. It was Civil War though, so I'll do a different one. Yeah, so but we're gonna do a different question here. I guess I'll do a VV question. Make it that. We'll do set. Where do we go? Superman. We go Hulk. We go. Well, it's obviously going to be about something that I know. And then we'll go and do I guess an artist. Yeah. All right. Yeah. We'll do this. Who is the artist of the Gold Dragon? Artist of the Gold Dragon. Go, go, go. Whoever the first comment is. Oh, he's not the artist. So whoever the artist of the Gold Dragon is, whoever comments that down, I'm not gonna count you for spelling. If you get it mostly right, you're gonna, that. All right. So we got Squid Cat that got the Tulsin. Actually, it was actually Lucady Dookady that got it before the Squid Cat. I'll show y'all on the picture. Right below where Sleeping Said is too hard. But yes, it was Lucady Dookady that got he got it. So Lucady Dookady, shoot me or Turtle Golf a message over on the X or on the Twitter, and then we'll go. So thank you for that, Turtle. That was amazing. Go and
I just got to give one shout out to my Omi homie Nate. That's it.
Yeah, get that, bro.
Hi, Randy. Thanks, VV family, and Happy New Year, Happy Holiday Season, and look forward to
see you later, friendo.
In real life event catch up.
Yes. All right. Catch you later, man. I'm gonna go do the news and do all this jazz.
Thank you so much.
Yes. Of course. You too. Let me go, and I have to message Lori back real quick. Like, he said it's in the mail. I didn't message her, but all right. So let's go. Bull run. Hello, everybody. So originally, why did they take it away? So originally, what happened was one of the people that was working with the Omi and VV had said, yeah, just have people swap their Omi for gems, and this way it gives it a lot of utility. And sure, it did. But it took them, I think, all of like a day or two where they realized, wait a minute, if people use their Omi and they swap it for gems, and then they use those gems to buy the stuff, we're not making any money on that. This is going to bankrupt the company if we keep this going. So obviously it had to go away from that, and it had to move towards, what it's going to have now. We're going to have that gem liquidity pool where every time where VV had gone on and they already donated 1 million gems to that gem liquidity pool, you're going to have crypto pay-in, and you're going to have anytime you buy gems, there's going to be every single transaction. A small portion of those fees are going to go to refill that gem liquidity pool. So this way it's constantly filled with gems. Now, most likely it's always going to be, it's always going to have very low on gems because people are going to be using their Omi for that all the time, but that's going to burn straight from the circulating supply. So that's going to be really cool when we do that. When does that happen? I don't know. I would say that happens Q3. I would say second half of the year. We have a lot coming the first half, but that I think will come second half. Pastnak88 says, Omi was originally supposed to be used on the app as VV currency. Regulations have kept this from happening. Now I feel like they have no need for the token, but have no choice at this point. Trust me when I say there is a deep marriage between Omi and VV, and it will have it's going to have a ton of utility, some of which we know, some of which we don't know yet. Yep, we'll make it all work. Cool, Muslim, congrats. Dimity Beater says VV should be able to utilize Omi just like any other tokens are utilized in the different metaverses. Yeah, I mean they're already able to buy stuff on Immutable X. And yeah, like it'll be listed as a metaverse token. It'll be listed as a utility token first, but then it'll be listed as a metaverse token as well. What up, Fun on the Sun? But I guess there's not going to be. I'll do a little bit of news. I'll have to do a big video tomorrow then. All right, what we got here? All right, so we have Silk #1, the artist proof for Silk #1. I don't know why these are always so bright. I really don't want to make them that way. But Silk #1 is a 1.25 variant cover art, or 1/25th variant cover art for Silk #1 for Marvel Comics. This sold for about $3,500. It looks really, really cool. So the one-of-ones are still going on all the time. Shout out to Colonel Stats that had just purchased his 13,000th comic. Yes, you heard it here first. Probably not first. But this guy not only has 2,359 collectibles with 314 sets, but he has 13,000 comics. What? That's incredible. Shout out to Eddie Brown that has reached level 50, MCP Master level 50. We have Nastascia Grazka, or the Husk Show, that had bought the number 400 Emperor's Fist, the ultra rare Darth Vader. I'm not going with that. Nope. Oh, this could be really interesting that I really want to make its own video. But I'll go over that another time. There was an issue affecting the drop yesterday or 2 days ago. It was fixed. All of it had been delivered. That being said, it was not really a popular drop. It was a Spider-Man comic book, the Spider-Man 2012, the first fight between Miles Morales and Peter Parker, and it had sold. Oh, actually, it sold like over 4,000. Okay, yeah, but like the other day, it was literally only like 1,000. But I guess it's because the deliveries were on hold, and that's why. But yeah, it's like 4,500. All right, that's cool. That's fine. Now, is that a big number? No, but about 30,000. Dollars to VV for that. So that's cool. We have that big Walt sale, the partner statue, 25,000 for that. That was insane. One of the first Young Avengers posters that we're gonna get. There's gonna be some amazing stuff. Not on VV, just in general. Maybe on VV. Who knows? I will save this for another day. There's another conference that is gonna happen. Probably not really anything to do with VV. There's somebody that has 69, and everyone comment nice down below with the 69. Amazing Fantasy, 15 commons. That person is Grubba saying another one. If you know, you know. He's got a big one of those. He's got a big, what do you call it? Oh, so much stuff to do. Just a big collection of AF-15s. Then you go over and talk about, all right, so Immutable X, they have this thing like join the Immutable X ecosystem, and they have metaverses, they have games, whatever, marketplaces, and VV was left absent, and everyone is just like, yo, is a Omi and VV moving chain? Are they doing? Is the relationship? Is there a rift? And like, guys, I don't know why we weren't on there. It's possible. I've only seen clips of that picture. It's possible they were just cut out from the big one, but pretty much just a nothing burger. Hold on, let me take this. I low battery on my cell phone. We'll do that, but it's pretty much just a nothing burger. You could still buy NFTs on Immutable X with Omi as a currency. So there's really no reason why there should be any rift. And again, I've met those guys from Immutable X. They're really cool. They love VV. They love Akomi. We love them as well. If there is a rift between them, I just don't expect there to be, less than 1% chance. And if there is, they're keeping it very, very quiet. There's no reason that anything should really be wrong at that point. Just kind of, calming some fears there. Noldor Alive had a good question. It's like, VV, can you make an option to trade the same collectible with other users? I think that would be really cool. Like if I have a common Spider-Man and you have a common Spider-Man, but I want your common Spider-Man because it matches my mint number, and you're just like, well, you have a lower mint number. I'll trade this random mint number for your lower one. I think that would be really cool if they did that. Again, it's a collectibles platform. You trade, you swap with people. That's what you do. I would really, really like that. Moving on here. I've forgotten. Okay. Just a couple more things, then I'll go over the rest of the comments. Jeremy Paddleworth takes a big bite out of a burger. Look at the big bite he takes. He's nuts. I love him. Oh, the Feeshes. We got some Feesh news. Feesh's Arena will be going under rebuild for game modes, PvP, single player, and the card game will all be rebuilt and streamlined for more fun gameplay. Users with only the free Feesh will need to buy a game pass on Feesh Web 2 or Web 3 to play in the arena. Brock goes and requotes that, saying, own a Feesh you bought, you're good. Everyone with free Feesh only will be able to buy a mech to join the fun once everything relaunches. It's mostly to avoid people harassing and doing multiple free accounts. And then I have the Colonel Sass one. Okay, cool. All right, let's get back to the okay, cool beans. All right, let's get back to the news here. Thank you, Maxwell. Beer money up to 98.5 million Omi. Again, I remember when you had like 5 million. Dude, you're killing it, bro. You're absolutely killing it. I'm super happy for it. Lots of beers. Grateful V420 says patience and understanding are key. Is that a key? That's a key. Imagine yelling at someone for not having a puzzle put together after just the first corner is done. Agreed. Sleep says, I need chat GPT to sound smart. No, you don't. Sleep, and you are. I'm so curious to meet your kids because you're so much smarter than I am. And if you say that your kids make you look dumb, going to meet your kids, like, God, they must be so insanely brilliant. They must be so incredibly talented and just have this, like, what are their IQs? Like 170s? Like, I'm very, very curious. Timothy Peter Jr., I'd like to see Akomi apply for an Omi ETF. I think that Metaverse Omi will be added to Metaverse ETFs. There won't be like its own Omi like ETF. I think Omi will just be included in other types of ETFs. I don't think Akomi or Veve would go and do that thing kind of on their own. Started. Yeah, like I don't think it'll be on their own. It'll just be included in other types of deals. What up, Jordan? How's it going? Let's go. They're generally trying to play by the rules. You never know what could happen. Also a good point. Dropping a vid on the Epico token. That Epico token with like 125 holders. I'm very curious to see what that video is going to entail, Jordan. So I will be watching that. Omi for the win. To the Peter Jr. What up? Omar saying Doge and Omi to the moon. To the moon. You guys are going. It was close, Omar. If you would have civil, it would have been Debbie Does Dallas. What is that? Yeah, it was with Iron Man. It was Civil War. Questions are too hard. Yeah, that was. I just. I was talking about this with a buddy of mine, who, he saw some of the movies for the MCU, and he's like, these are, some of them are good, some of them are and he's like, oh God, he's like, anyway. I was like, listen, if you want like really good story writing, Jonathan Hickman's New Avengers, Jonathan Hickman is just a god. He's just, oh my God, incredible. But having Civil War, Secret Wars, like all of these things are just absolutely incredible story writing. Some of the best conflict you've ever seen. So I was just talking about it the other day, so it just came up to my mind. Where we at here? Where we at? Whoop whoop. I wish they would get rid of gems and 4Cs with Omi. I mean, not everyone's going to be able to get Omi. I guess if you're able to get Omi on the app, I guess you could. If you just be like, hey, put in your credit card, and instead of buying gems, you just buy Omi. But the only thing is that Omi is just so volatile, and I guess you'd rather go and, hey, the Spider-Man's, seven, seven, oh God, 3 million Omi. The Spider, okay, 3 million, or how much is that? Okay, well, 3 million Omi right now is $2,100, give or take, 22, 23, whatever. Okay, well, what happens when Omi doubles? Okay, well, now the Spider-Man is $4,600. Okay, well, that's a quick doubling. Now I have to buy so much more. Like it's just a lot easier to have Omi being a way to purchase your stable coin, which is gems. That's just probably the better thing. Is there a limit on gems? You can I don't know if this was fixed, but at one time you were actually only allowed to put on $10,000. I don't know if that was that was per day. It was either 10,000 per day or at a clip. I think it was per day, because he when a buddy of mine went to do it, he's like, well, I put in 10,000 and it just didn't, for the 10,000, like, I guess he couldn't put on any more. and I think it was just that day that he had to wait. Um, so that I don't know if that was fixed, and you could put on as much as you want now. Um, but you could have a million gems on the app. You know, you'd have a bunch. Yeah, if we could trade collectibles, we would still need to pay a fee for licensors. That's still fine. I'll pay a fee. You know, that's cool. But just give us the option to trade. Or no, sorry, peak FOMO. Peak FOMO. Rat Pink. Oh my God, my bae. It's been so long. Have you had a good? Well, I picked up. I was wearing your shirt yesterday at the gym. Was it today? No, it was yesterday. Okay, yeah. It's in my laundry right now. Stumbling down History Road. Yep, it was yesterday. Oh, hey, don't stumble down History Road. Hola, senor. Chris Infinities, where's Wendy? Wendy is in Mexico, enjoying her time with her dog, and she's doing all right. She's doing well. Mr. Randy, I like propositions. I love propositions. They're good for pondering. Booth says, I want them to use Omi instead of gems too. Pump my bags. Pump my damn bags. Do it. Gems out, Omi token in. That reminds me of like an Animal Farm thing. So and if anyone's ever read Animal Farm, there's these pigs. Pigs are really smart. And they're like, you have man, you have like, men, or the man in this book, the owner of the farm, he's a farmer, and he treats the animals, not great. And the pigs, that are really smart and be like, hey, let's organize and let's, and then they decide like, okay, what do we do? Well, they take a page out of Hitler's book. It's like, okay, if you have a phrase and you say it enough, people will start to believe. Okay, so what's the phrase that they pick? They're like, uh, two, four legs good, two legs bad. So when they say four legs good, two legs bad, meaning that if you walk on four legs, which all these farm animals do, it's good. But if you walk on two legs, it's bad. And then eventually at the end of the book, as they realize like they're the smartest by like a long shot, they come out of their meeting walking, their latest meeting, walking on two legs, saying, four legs good, two legs better. I don't know why I thought of that, but said gems out, Omi token in. It sounds like you're saying like four legs good, two legs better. I don't know why I went on that tirade. It just reminded me of that. Gems out. I mean, again, I think you really need gems because people would get hella confused. They would get hella like, hey, I thought I was buying this much Omi, and I bought this much Omi, spent $715, $730, whatever, on a million Omi. That's how much this particular thing costs. And then now suddenly this guy, he wants 2 million Omi, and now I have to put $1,400 in to get that extra million. And it's just people are going to be very upset if they go and do that. So obviously, when you have Omi to gem, that's going to be a really cool thing, or Omi to NFT will be really cool as well. A lot of people are waiting for that. You will get that. And there's going to be a lot of chance of arbitrage, but I just don't think they'll ever do away with gems. That's just too good of a stablecoin. Prince always says, if Akira Toriyama, mangaka of Dragon Ball Z, wrote an MCU script, what do you think it would be better or worse than the garbage dumps that are significant chunk of Phase 4 Marvel movies? Well, he's a very good writer. He just looks, the stuff that he writes, just the dialogue, just the way the stories go, it's very epic. It's very, very like Russo brothers, like, hey, we're gonna make amazing, amazing quality movies. Phase 4 Marvel, again, you have moviegoers in general on a decline, and you have people kind of getting tired of superhero movies. You have people getting tired of the multiverse, which is a shame because the multiverse is really cool. Ant-Man Quantumania, I enjoyed. I like having Bill Murray in there. Michael Douglas. I like big characters, and then you have newer ones like Catherine Newton. She's really cool. Ant-Man has a daughter. It's like the next generation. I liked it. A lot of people did not like it. Guardians of the Galaxy is mostly really liked, so that's, I'm not really talking about that here. But you have the Marvels, which had everything working against it. One, it had, I mean, I don't think too many people know who Ms. Marvel was unless they saw the Disney Plus thing. Monica Rambeau, unless you're a fan of the comic books, you really don't know who she is either. And the one main hero they had, Brie Larson, Captain Marvel, I like her, but she's one of the least liked heroes in the Avengers, even though, again, I really like her. People just don't like that character. And then you have the villain, so you have another girl in there, which is fine. I love women. I like the movie. I thoroughly enjoyed it. I really did. But the villain is like a discount Ronin. The stakes could not be lower. And you had this writer strike where they were not allowed to go and they were not allowed to market this movie. So you had no marketing. You had, out of the three main heroes, two of which nobody really knew, one of which people knew but really didn't like. And then you have a discount Ronin that's just, and then you had the singing in there. It's just all of these things working against it, obviously doomed to fail. But again, and in a declining market. But the movie was a lot of fun. It had I enjoyed it. Nick Fury was cool. I thought it was fun. I thought it was cool. I liked it. But yeah, the Marvel's just been getting a lot of crap, partially because of Disney. Because Disney, that when the issues that surround your company are so ubiquitous that South Park makes a whole episode on it, you have to change something. And this is, and it's not just Marvel. It's not exclusive to that. It's Disney as a whole. You can make some really good movies. You can make some really good movies with women. Like, remember that scene in Endgame where Captain Marvel, takes the gauntlet from Peter, and it's like, how are you gonna get it through? And then you have, Okoye, you have Gamora, you have A-Force on there, and then she's like, don't worry, she'll have help. And like, that was a cool freaking scene. That was awesome. Because you had women killing people and you had them stabbing, and kind of like it was dope. It showcased a lot of their powers, but some of the stuff that happens, I feel like our Disney and Marvel kind of really play that woke card, which is fine. It's something that some things should be addressed, and some things are like, again, like I was talking about Civil War before. What was Civil War about? I know some people are like, well, Marvel should be Marvel. They shouldn't be political. What do you think Marvel did in the mid 2000s after the Patriot Act? The Patriot Act, which happened in real life, there was so much, God, calls for like Civil War about that. Marvel's answer was, let's see what the superheroes would say for it, and they don't call it the Patriot, they call it the Registration Act. But we knew what they were doing. So Marvel's had a really rich history in addressing political issues for a long time. So you can definitely go and do things and have messages in there, but when they hit you over the face with them, like, okay, the audience isn't dumb. Do what Zootopia did. Zootopia had a really cool movie. It was fun. It was cute. It was funny. It made you laugh multiple times. And yeah, there was a lesson in there, but the lesson you weren't like beaten over the face with. Like, it was a lot of things that Marvel and stuff do. Kind of, they beat you over the face with something, and like, give your audience a little more credit. And Akira Toriyama, which again, that Eastern culture, sometimes they don't pull punches. They're not afraid to make certain jokes. And I think Akira Toriyama, if he would write something for the MCU, it would be a lot better than what we've gotten. Even though I'm a fan of a lot of what we've gotten, I think I hold Akira in such high esteem that I think he would do a much better job than what we've gotten recently. I know that's a really long-winded answer. So sorry about that, but gotta take what you can get. Omi or collectible grails, it's so hard because you don't know which one's gonna pump first. There was a, oh God, who are these? Who are these people? Okay, all right, cool. There's a, who was it? Harris Ryan had said, in a year from now, what do you think will happen to your VV portfolio? Is it going to 2x? Is it going to 5x? Is it going to 10x? I put 5x, and I don't know when that pump comes. It's going to be when digital collecting, that narrative comes in. When digital collecting, when that narrative comes in, that's when you have a little bit more mass adoption. That's when you have a lot of people coming in, and they're going to be like, okay, like obviously, smart money will come in first. Smarter money is already here, but smart money will come in first. Like, okay, digital collecting narrative is taking hold. That's what we're seeing on tweets, that we're seeing on Telegram, 4chan, like wherever. Who's got the best IP? Obviously, Veve. Okay, so you go here, you have all these things, you have this closed marketplace, which not a lot of people like, but whatever, this is the best one that you have, and it's not going to be a closed marketplace forever. So you go and you take it. It's not all going to pump at the same time. Even back in 2021, I think the golden moments were the last ones to pump. And you had people that were selling, like, golden moments haven't pumped, they haven't moved. There's too many editions. These will never pump. So they started selling them, and what happened a couple weeks later? They freaking pumped to the moon. So even within Veve, take Omi out of the equation, what's going to pump first? Obviously the grails. You have the gold and silver Veve logo, you have secret rare Spider-Man, you have secret rare Miles Morales, you have the Todd and the Riso, you have Superman, you have a bunch of these really big, I said partner statue, right? And then what goes on from there? Okay, well then maybe people either go for those with sub 100s, or they go for special mints, or they go, all right, golden moments, and they'll just go for sub 100s. You have the ones that golden moment Elsa is cool, but the Elsa that you have, the second form of her, looks like her. That's the one that kids identify with. You might have those. So even amongst the grails and even amongst Veve, something's going to pump first. But if Veve does pump first before Omi, yeah, you could see things double or triple before Omi really moves, and then it flows into the token. Or you have the token holders come in, make a whole bunch of money with that, and then it flows into Veve. So what comes first, I don't know. I think Omi outperforms absolutely everything on the app. Everything. But again, that's just my opinion. Reach out via other means. Okay. Yeah, been all right. Been all right. I hurt my shoulder. So I've been trying to rehab with that, and that's been very, very slow. But outside of that, pretty good. I benched 235 the other day, last week. So that was really fun. Yeah. When we getting together again, drinks. Maybe the 29th. Shoot me a text, and we'll see about the 29th. 29th question mark? Oh god, I put 20. Okay. Copy. You see Godzilla? No, I wanted to go on Christmas, but the theater that I went to was not playing Godzilla -1. So I went to go see that thing with Emma Stone and Mark Ruffalo and William Dafoe, and that was wild. That was insane. So yeah, I did not see Godzilla -1. I mean, like, how do you define utility? I mean, we've had utility since August or September, where we've had the MCP points. Now we're getting more utility where we get bronze tickets. You have utility over on for the. Well, I guess that's utility for the gold dragon. That's a different one. You get Omi for that, but let me know how you want to define utility. Carlos Aguilar, so David, you retweeted a post from Elon Musk mentioning NFTs. Whatever happened? Okay, let's take a look. Where am I? We'll go to Elon. Saying humans. No. I don't think he did, because I haven't. I definitely would have seen it. No, I definitely would have seen it. If you could tag me in it, that would be great. But like I said, I likely would have seen it. Because I didn't. I have notifications on for both of them, and there's no. And I didn't see it for either of them. Oh, okay. Hold on. All right. Elon Musk. This is Elon, right? Whatever happened to HODL new hodlers? New HODL. Is it the Chinese Zodiac? All right. HODL, never sell. Oh, he's talking about Dogecoin. This is actually really cool. Okay. And then, oh, that is really interesting. Okay. All right. All right. I apologize. I was wrong. Um, that is interesting. Come on, SpaceX. Everywhere in the shirt, my man. How you liking it? Pretty good. Pretty good. I did well. First day back. Unreal Chandy Revez, my imposter. I have a question for you. Do you think Bruce Lee, if he had the same height and weight of Mike Tyson, could beat Mike Tyson? Are we doing like mixed martial arts or are we doing boxing? Um, I mean, he could, but if he had the same weight and height, well, he's not going to have the same weight as Mike Tyson, even if he was the same height, because Mike Tyson is just packed and packed with muscle, and Bruce Lee's muscle, just body, just worked differently. Um, so Bruce Lee suddenly adding, like 80 pounds, his skeletal system likely wouldn't be able to handle that. He's not used to moving at that weight. He'd be a lot slower. Mike Tyson has advantage. I would say Mike Tyson just in general, but boxing, oh god, Mike Tyson, no other person could beat him. But if we're just doing like Bruce Lee's martial arts versus Mike Tyson's boxing, and they get in, whatever ring, or they don't get in what ring, I would still say Tyson just because he has the advantage of being that weight, always. And Bruce Lee, again, you don't just gain 80 pounds, even if it is muscle, and are just okay with that. Like you need time to get used to that. And so Mike Tyson definitely equal stats, Lee versus Tyson. Yeah, definitely Tyson. Randy, break down the significance of Walt 1920. Okay, yeah, sure. So I did this in a video yesterday in a live stream, but today we'll do it again right now. I think there are maybe like 10 minutes. Let's go with the number. With it 1901. 1901 is partner statues. That is partner statute, or not partner statute. 1901 is the year that Walt Disney was born. So for a double first appearance, having Mickey Mouse and partner statue, 1901 is probably a very good year. That is also close to this. That would be worth in the five figures. I would say the low 40s, 41, 42, 43, probably also. What the 41, Jesus, that's those might, again, five figures. The only other one I could think would be like 1993, because 30 years ago is when they actually unveiled the partner statue at Disney. So that might also be something that's really coveted as well. But the significance behind 1923, one, it's the 100-year anniversary of when Disney was founded. Disney was founded in October of 1923, 100 years later. So they have it. That's just the birth year of Disney. Like, not Walt Disney. He was born in 1901, but at 22, uh, Disney Inc. or Disney Incorporated, Disney, whatever the actual trademark name is for Disney, it was founded in 1923. So that's the significance. That's why somebody spent 25K. You have things like a lot of my formulas. My formula for a first appearance popular character, or in this case characters, for Disney would be like, okay, let's say the floor is $2,000. I think a sub 100 should be worth about $8,000. And if anyone's asking for 12, 15, it's probably too much. I wouldn't buy it. But when you have something as popular as this, especially that was heavily botted, especially when Dr. Profit owns like 10% of the entire supply, okay, well that creates this unique scenario in which you have a lot of these extra ones missing, and the real supply is not 4,333. The real supply is much less than 4,000. And when you had last bull run somebody with multiple bored apes, which were worth hundreds of thousands at the time, and said, hey, I'll trade someone one of my bored apes for first appearance Mickey Mouse. And I don't think they knew that it was partner statue. It was a double first appearance. So, at this point, for a super popular character with all of these things happening, a sub 100 is really whatever you're willing to spend. Because again, in ultra rare, a sub 100 should be about 4x the price. Now let's actually look at what we have here. We'll go to partner statue. There's 97 of these, so it's at 2,200 or 2,255. That is the floor. So if we go low to high and we take a look at these sub 100s, there actually is a couple listed, and there actually is one that does fit my my numbers here, and it's number 70. Tim Swires has the number 70 listed at $7,685.85. So you actually do have one that is, to me, undervalued. I mean, partner statue in general, you have confirmed sales in the 40s and 50,000s. So to get a sub 100 for 7,600 is stupid easy. That should be done. Now, if it's a sub 50, I would say, okay, well, you know what, double that. Let's say double the 8,800, and then all right, so 16, so 17,600. So anything under sub 50, I think 17,600 is probably a pretty fair price. But when it's one of these numbers, like I said, that's 41, 42, 43, 1901 or 1923, the formula breaks down because there's so few of them. It's really whatever somebody's willing to pay. And most people would be like, 25,000 is way too much. You could buy a lot of Omi, you could buy a lot of this, you could buy another car. That's a car. You could go and like, I get it. But a lot of people live in these fish bowls where, again, has anyone's dad or uncle or, a male whatever in their life say, you show me your 5 friends, the top 5 people that you go and spend the most time with, and I'll show you who you are. And that's a true factor. The top 5 people you spend the most time around, their incomes will be your income, most likely. The average of the top 5 people you spend time around, their income is most likely what your income is if you pull that together. So a lot of these people that really don't have that, I don't want to say are not successful, just Tina and Rudy are just amazing partners. They're incredible people, and they're super successful. And most people are not that. Most people are, they have their job, they make a living, and they have extra money to do whatever with. But that's a lot of money. And what a lot of people do is they say, well, I know how much money I have, and I know how much money my friends have, and that's too much money because we wouldn't be able to do it. And they're not thinking outside that fishbowl. They're not thinking outside the box of saying that's too much money, because Randy Chavez said that his formula going to a super special mint like 1901 or 1923 or 41, 42, 43 is worth $17,600, and this is 50% more than that, and that's just too much. Okay, that's my formula of what I think a fair price is, and that holds true for almost all of the whether it's Marvel, Disney, any popular character first appearance. But again, that number breaks down when you get to those special mints, and you get to the people that, and especially if you have multiple people that want that special mint, you're just not going to go and you're not going to see them play by the rules. They will go, and I'm not saying Tina and Rudy did this, but if there's something that they want, they will steamroll in. Like, you ever play, sorry for noise, but if anyone's ever played Risk, okay, is it really, yeah, you have 3 guys versus their 2 guys, that's kind of fair. But if you get all of these cards and you get all these trade-ins and suddenly you have 60 guys, you're just going to steamroll into a continent, and it doesn't matter. You have superior numbers, you have superior firepower, you have a lot more rolls, and you're just going to go and you're going to steamroll. There are people that have a lot more money than most of the other people on the app, and those people are going to come in and they're going to steamroll. And again, I'm not saying that's what Tina and Rudy did. Again, I love them. They're my friends. I want to hug them. They happen to work out a deal, but if not, be thankful that most of the whales on here are very nice people. Be thankful that most of the people with, tens, hundreds, or even millions of dollars extra are very nice people, because there are going to be people that are going to come in and they're not going to be nice about it. They're just going to buy up everything on the app, and they will go and say like, oh, snooze you lose, buddy. You better, get good, son. Get a better job. Stop being such a cuck. And they're going to come in and they're going to buy everything, and they're going to hold it at ransom. Be like, you want this? You're going to have to pay for it. Well, you overpaid for it, and now you're telling me that you want 2 times what you paid? It's too much. Okay, well, and guess what? Other people are going to pay that. I've said it before on Earth 2. Say it here now. It's happened in Pokemon. I remember in like 2018, 2019, even 2020. Like, it still happens this day. In 2020, when I first started making videos, people were just like, guys, this is supposed to be for fun. This is supposed to be for, grown-up kids. But, millionaires getting into the hobby, I don't like that. It's like, guys, millionaires are already in the hobby. We have this luxury of knowing on the blockchain, a lot of really who people are. A lot of people dox themselves. Me, Foster, and not that we're whales, but we know a lot, and we keep them in the shadows. But there are people that are going to go, and like I said, they're going to come in and they're going to take everything. They're not going to be nice about it. There are millionaires here. There are deca and even 100 millionaires here. There will likely at some point be a couple billionaires that just come in and just sweep everything. You have a bunch of these crypto bros, like, the ETH whales that go in and just sweep random pudgy penguins or ducks, pixelated animals, whatever it is. And that's essentially just children that got lucky with ETH. When you have actual savage shark top G businessmen that are like, all right, this app is mine, and they go and, like, let's say they go and they'll go and do that. They'll buy up most of what's out there just because they can. And God, that's going to be glorious when it happens. But also, some people are going to be big mad that they didn't spend right now, and they waited until big money came in, and then they're going to want, because they're going to chase those green candles, and it's just not going to happen because things will be too out of reach. No, that was a big explanation, really long-winded, kind of like I did with Prince Toby before, but that is my explanation. And thank you for being a member. Who says, we need Miles Morales in the MCU. Hopefully he's in Secret Wars. He'll definitely be in Secret Wars. He plays a big part in Secret Wars. You'll see it. Miles Morales live action casting will be critical. Make me Spidey 2099. It just is watching 28 likes. Yeah, get those likes up, everybody. Nice, man. I can appreciate that. Meow, meow. Bro, Godzilla is so dumb. I know. I heard it was like one of the best ones that you could ever get. Even though ever thought about how in Star Wars, if blasters shoot lasers, why is it someone doesn't just make Star Destroyer covered in glass, since glass deflects lasers? That's a good question. I don't know. What is there re-releasing -1 in black and white? Oh, interesting. Then you a cute little clip for our Christmas live stream. Oh, I can't wait to see. We don't see Sandbox collectibles sold in the Centraland marketplace. Not sure why people advocate for VV collectibles being sold on other platforms. Some piano really didn't hear it. People are just impatient. People think it'll like pump their bags or whatever, but we've clearly seen from like Hero and other stuff, just because you give it interoperability doesn't mean that it helps anything with the price. When was the last time y'all heard anything about McFarlane? When was the last time y'all heard anything? It's just because you have interoperability really doesn't mean anything for the price. Horsepower for sub 100. Oh, well, that's for an ultra rare. Had my number 90 Warlock listed at less than 2x of 4, and dude, like, Gabriel, I literally went over this yesterday. When I went over this yesterday, oh, hang on 1 second. But I literally had 4 gems in my account, but I went over it. Yeah, somebody was talking about it, about my formula, and I was like, yeah, I know. And I mentioned yours specifically, and the only reason why I didn't get it yesterday was because I had 4 gems. I still have 4 gems. But I literally just got a payment from something, but I got a payment, so I literally just bought it. Gabriel, I literally just bought it because that is undervalued. It should be between 80 and 100. So I literally got, but that's one of the things that I had mentioned. There's a couple of other things that I had mentioned as well that I really wanted to get. In fact, I'll go later and I'll buy I'll buy some more gems and I'll get a couple of good things here. See what it is. Actually, let's go shopping, right? Yeah, we should do shopping, right? I'm gonna go to app.vv.me and we're gonna shop for some things right now. What should I buy, guys? What should I buy? Well, we're gonna go in and we're gonna buy a bunch of VV stuff. I'm good, feeling alright. Baby, I'ma have the best heckin' night of my life, and whenever it feels down for the ride, baby, don't you know I'm good, yeah, alright. Oh, mother flapper. Okay. I am not gonna get to any of these tonight. How much gems should I put in? I really shouldn't put a lot in because I have oh god, what do I have? I have we have another mighty set coming in January, February. We have a bunch. So I don't know how much I really want to go in on this because I want to get a bunch of these mighties. Okay, there's maybe I don't. There's not a ton of these that are super undervalued now. You know what I'll do? I'll go and put in War Machine. Let's see if there's any for War Machine. I mean, I did already put in. Ugh. So many of these I want to get because Vision is cool and I want to get a bunch of his. 44. All right. You know what? I'll put in not a lot. Profile. I'm gonna go to what is this? All right, my wallet. I'm gonna get more gems, and I'll put in 110. Oh, and hopefully it accepts because every now and then it does not. Every now and then it says purchase failed. Something you can do at MCP points. I don't know if it's not into the app. Yeah, MCP points you'll be able to go and get more bronze tickets for. You'll be able to go and get basically exclusive drops. ID check. Yeah, and look at them. Yeah, you look at them. All right, payment success. All right, cool beans. We're gonna get this Vision for $46. So it was $45.50. So we just got a Vision. So very nice. Got him. That's cool. I do want another. I have so many Visions already. You know. Happy New Year, everyone. All the best in 2024. Meow, meow, meow. Yes, we do have utility. I don't find the MCP attractive. In fact, I find it kind of a deterrent. Seems they only benefit the whales. So does the brown ticket concept. You don't need. You could literally have 10 million Omi in the app, and you could go and get almost 2 Master Collector just with that. So you don't need to have a whole bunch of collectibles to get Master Collector. You need Omi, and they make money without it and do nothing with it. Well, they've been doing a lot with it. It's just trying to go with the to go and navigate the regulatory waters is just a lot. It's hard. So you do have to be careful with that. And I feel like I explained that. Do you think you could defeat Toby Jones from Jones? Yes, 100%. No, again, he was old when that commercial came out, like over a decade ago. He's likely gotten older and fatter, which so have I, but I would definitely win that. Saving for Venom. I'm saving for a lot. There's a lot of other stuff that I want to get. Thanos copter. All right, let's go with the Thanos copter. So with the Thanos copter, the issue is that you don't have it's not a first appearance Thanos. And it didn't. It was the first one, the first mighty that didn't sell out. So it's a 20 gems at the floor, and I guess number 53 is kind of within that. But again, because it's not a first appearance and it's not super popular, that one I'm kind of leaving alone. Oh, you have Warlock 58. Hold on. You have another Warlock. Well, I know you have another Warlock. Hold on. Let's see what your other Warlock is. I mean, with the 58, yeah. What you had 45 for the other one, right? Um, if you put your 58 down to if you put your 58 down to 50, I'll do it. So that's 5 gems above what the other one was. 57. What? You have 57 visions? Maybe I might take back what I said about the Adam Warlock, because you have a lot of visions, and you having a lot makes me want to have a lot. Thanos for well, well, not the copter Thanos, but yeah. Now I have 7 visions, but my visions are, oh god, my body. I have number 91, 94, 70, 63, 62, 81, and 404, as in error 404. So I do have a decent amount. But you have any sub 100 visions? I love those. I mean, I do want to know. He's just one of my favorite characters ever. But there's none. I mean, number 82 for 59. Yeah, my vision's not the one. Just that. No, visions are great. I love him. Like, he's one of my favorite MCU characters ever. Just he's so logical. Oh my god, I love people. Like, I love Spock. I love people that speak logically. It is just, oh my god, that makes me well, that makes me that it awakens something in me. But anyway, if you want to go with selling an Adam Warlock, that other one for 50 gems, I'll buy it, and that'll be the last one I buy. I wasn't expecting to buy a whole bunch of these today, but I guess that's what we doing. So, let me know on that, or I'll just refresh it. Seems like that'll be it for me today. I've been going for about an hour and a half. This is really, really, yeah. So there's a there's always a bunch of other stuff. Oh, Pro Golf. There's you. There's S Pen. There's, yep, gems added. Okay, surprised. Reacting. I had a buddy of mine that got $10,000 worth of Omi today. He just straight up just bought it like a boss, like a G. Uh, can you do? Well, if you're gonna do 60, then I could just let me think on this. Let me think on this a second. Because Adam Warlock for the sub 100s. I already have, I think, 5 of him. Yeah, I got 90, 95, 97. So 3 of them are, plus 90s. Then I have number 76 and 80. So I already have 5 of him. It's already a lot. I don't think I need any more, even though 50 would 50, even though that's a good price. I really should get another Scarlet Witch, but I think the cheapest Scarlet Witch, because she's literally the face of the set. But I have me and my friend, we bought all of the ones under 100 gems. There's actually number 46 for 120, which is pretty cool. But yeah, it's number 90. Name Coast has number 97 out there for 79, and I just don't have I already have number 94, 95. I have 73 and 87 as well. I really should save. So I won't yet. What I do want, I think my most impressive stacks are Cassie Lang, because even though it's like, okay, well, 25 Cassie Langs is okay. Most of them are sub 100s. 82, 85, 91, 64, 55, 76, 94, 90, 78, 69. I'm gonna come out nice down below with 69, 74, 55, 75, 97, 47. That's 15. 48, 63, 80, 45. So I have 19. I have 19 sub 100 Cassie Langs. I have a couple of other random ones, and then I have number 456, which is really cool. And then I have number 999, which is also really cool. But there's unfortunately no sub 100s for her that are for sale right now, just because I have like a third of them. There's a 111, but it's $66 too expensive for that. I have a 789 would be cool, and then the 123 would be cool. I don't have those though. 222 I would take, 323, 444, 555, 6, 777, but they don't have those. But yeah, Cassie Lang's literally one of my favorites. Fair enough, my man. Keep collecting. Aye, sir. Aye, sir. All right, guys, that'll be it for me today. Please comment, like, and subscribe. Comments are good for the YouTube algorithm. Thank you so much for the super chat and the people being members. Ever so bye-bye to Dashi. Bye-bye, Dashi. I love you guys. Bye.